Jim Winston here, and today Richard Parker has poured for me a Pinot Noir from the Russian River, Miscellaneous 2018. Comes from a specific vineyard block referred to as Bryson's Block, made by Grant Long, a terrific winemaker. But before we get to the wine itself, I want to call your attention, let me bring the bottle back here again, to this wax seal that goes on top. Now, I've promised Sandy I won't refer to it as a fucking nightmare, so I won't. But this is a grade A pain in the tail to open, just to give you the heads up. However, once you do get it open, there will be a reward in the bottle. When I look at Pinot Noir, it is often a problem because we are invariably thrown into comparing Pinot Noir, whether it be from the Russian River here, or it could be from New Zealand or someplace else, and then comparing it to red Burgundy, which is a shame. Because when we make that type of a comparison, we are trying to see whether perhaps one is better than the other. And that certainly doesn't have to be the case. However, it doesn't change the fact that we can have our personal preferences. My preference is, in fact, red Burgundy. I love it. I love red Burgundy for its complexities of flavor, its layering, its elegance, the way the wine just brings you into looking at the wine, studying it. You just don't drink red Burgundy, you visit it. And it's that what I value most. Often when I taste Pinot Noirs from other regions of the world, they have an appearance of being what I would call a Cabernet wannabe. They are rich and deep and concentrated. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. However, there are times when I see a wine that has that complexity in the glass, not from Burgundy, and then it becomes truly a joy for me. And that's certainly what we have with this particular wine. One of the tells for red Burgundy is that if you were to turn it on its edge and look at it under a white paper here, you'd see that you can see through it. It's not a wine that is known for having great saturation of color. It doesn't mean that the wine doesn't have complexity or flavor or depth. It just means that that's the style of grape that produces this type of a wine. Oh, what a scent. When you get to red Burgundy, when you get to beautiful Pinot Noir like Miscellaneous, what you're looking at is a lift in scent that is going to be somewhere between what I would call wild strawberry and sort of like an earthen floor, if you can imagine dry leaves on an autumn day. And that's what we're looking for. And this wine has it. Oh, it's soft and silky on the palate. Also, what I'm looking for in Pinot Noir is not a wine that has great volume as it just coats your mouth. No, I want to bring it in. I want to have the elegance there. And then with this wine, it has what I would call a characteristic fade to the finish. Something that has subtleties and just sort of slips off into the distance. And yet, this is the hallmark of amazing Pinot Noir. Your first impression might be, it's thin, it's not there. But you've missed the boat. In this particular instance, the wine is there. It has the lingering flavors there, but it's with subtlety. Great finesse. Grant Long is a fabulous winemaker. He is known as a garagiste type of a winemaker, a person who only makes small amounts of certain wines. Only 2 barrels, it's about 56 cases of wine, are made of this wine. What does that mean? It's a rarity. It's like it's easier to find Stegosaurus teeth in your backyard than it is to find this wine. But I will tell you right now, anyone who can get a hold of this wine will be rewarded with a great treat in the glass.